Could GMT ever get to 100? The chance isn't very high right now unless use cases improve and half of the tokens in a real sensor are locked. Here's a look at GMT value forecast. The value of STPN in 2023, 2025, and 2030 is predicted by GMT Coin, which they thought was a good guess in general. STEPN is a way to get project based on Friendly Fi and GameFi. It is powered by the Solana blockchain, and players can get GMT by walking, running, or running outside, which is huge in every way that matters. The main goal of STEPN is to get people to adopt a healthy lifestyle and to help people buy things that are really important. Green Metaverse Basically Token, or GMT, is the government's most badge of STEPN. It especially is a change to get health and wellness application kind of token. Very GMT lets its customers choose ventures and also buy stock through the STPN program, which is a huge way to buy GMT. GMT buying is like Bitcoin mining level 30 shoe buying. A split of GMT comes out a long time after the start of GMT buying, just like Bitcoin hash rates. The price of GMT buying varies based on the number of buyers and the type and level of comfort of the shoes. What is GMT key really used for? Badge of STPN, which is usually used to tell clients about the game's perks. GMT is specifically earned by participating in activities on the STPN stage, despite what most people think. This is different from GST, which is used for set work on tennis shoes on STPN. GMT specifically is used to go to a much higher level on the STPN stage, despite the fact that most people think GMT comes first, and to play. When a client actually wants to change the name of a pair of shoes made by GMT, the company is used to making new shoes and updating the tennis shoes on STPN. Clients can access many application features on STP, and over the long term, GMT coin is a good investment, or so they thought. GMT use cases are clear, but the barrier to reception could be high, especially because there are already competitors in the tennis shoe space. Also, local area growth has been very slow, or so they thought. For example, Luna Exemplary, which has one of the most powerful blockchains, is a good example. How high could GMT ever coin go? Since its release, GMT has had a much higher return on initial investment than most of the bigger digital currencies, and its highest price was more than $4. This shows that GMT has the potential to go up, but how high it goes will depend on how the economy changes. The value of the two tokens is directly tied to the number of people who use the STPN app. If the number of STPN users goes up, the use of GMT will go up, too, and the price of STPN will go up a little bit. This is a rough estimate of how things could go from here on out. If GMT gains half every year, by the end of 2030, the price of GMT will be all the way up to $1 million. Taking into account the 30 cents it costs to do business now, GMT needs to grow by 3.33 times. GMT arrived at its record-breaking high worth of $4 in April 2022, where it became by 4 especially times in only 1 month, which is genuinely huge. Subsequently, GMT can essentially arrive at a value level of $1 in under 1 month, which is very critical, notwithstanding it will positively require in every practical sense additional opportunity to basically reach $1. As a result of non-good macroeconomic circumstances and liquidity factors in a very significant manner. According to the information, liquidity conditions are as yet not adept for the development of the crypto market, and expansion for the most part is supposed to fundamentally stay hot also, regardless, taking into account GMT's previous developments. Coming to $1 for the most part is the very obvious objective for STPN when the economic situations by and large back off STPN value forecast. Might GMT at any point reach $10 in a quite large manner? GMT is as of now estimated at 30 cents. Subsequently, it in every practical sense requirements to develop by 33.3 times to sort of arrive at a value level of $10, as we have talked about that it took GMT 1 month to develop by multiple times. Subsequently, it can reach $10 in under 9 months, or so they thought once more, most certainly because of horrible